Hello there, this is my evaluation on the Rich Man's Frug for Miss Rebecca Langford. Right, let's get on with it. Let's start with my personal views on the dance. To start with, I found it very daunting, because basically I have the balance of a log on a golf tee, to put it plainly. But as the weeks progressed on, I found, well, there's a lot of the moves because you have to be very strong and you have to stay, you have to hold yourself in really awkward positions in the style of Fosse. It was a bit scary at first because I thought I'm gonna look like a right parsnip if everyone's like all balanced on one leg and then I'm there falling over. But like I say, I always try. I always want to try and do my very best in it as I can. So as it went on, I found myself getting more used to it and getting more being able to balance more every time we went over it and over it. And there was bits, there was parts of it where I was really shaky, and luckily there was only for like a split second where I'd have to balance. Pardon me. But yeah, I thought it was quite fun. It was something that was new that I'd never done before, and I love doing new things or doing things I haven't done before because it's just a new experience, really. I liked the style because it's quirky, it's different, it's just not what you'd see every day, and I love that sort of thing. And then once we'd finished it, as in once we'd finished the whole dance, like blocking it and rehearsing it and choreographing it and all that over the rehearsals, and I was comfortable with the dance and where I knew where to go, when I knew where to put my arms and legs and all that stuff. I actually started to enjoy it a lot more because I wasn't worried about what's next, or I'm not going to balance here and I'm going to look like a parsnip. But yeah, I thought it was quite fun actually. How did you conduct yourself in rehearsals? Yeah, I think I attended every rehearsal that I could. Even when there was a part of the dance that I couldn't, that was like a balancing part, I'd still go over it again and again. I wouldn't just throw a hissy fit and walk out the door. I'd still try my hardest, and I think it paid off. Because that's just what it does with me. It's like the way I learn things. I don't just do it twice and then I can do it really well. It takes me time and time and time again, and people who are teaching me have to be quite patient, but once I've got it, I've got it. So obviously I had to keep going over bits and bobs and the parts that weren't too keen on, all the bits like that. But yeah, well, I personally think that I tried my best in the rehearsals. What could have been better? Well, on the actual main performance, I think the bit that looks a bit like a tree, when we step back and then we get around like that and then cock your leg up, I think I swayed a little bit and I nearly fell over. But hopefully it wasn't noticeable and I didn't fall flat on my face, so that's a bonus, really. Other than that, what else were there? There was another part. Oh yeah, with because in a lot of the rehearsals I was doing that fisting bit, you know, where you're not fisting. That sounds awful. The punch in the air bit. When you do the arm like that, I was used to doing it facing forward because my partner, I can't remember who it was now, but left, wasn't actually doing the main dance, anymore. So I had to be on my own and face forward when I was doing it. I was fine with that. But then on the actual performance, I had to do it face on with someone else to the side of me. And I got that a little bit messed up because I used the wrong arm when I should have used. I think I used the right arm when I should have used the left. Pardon me. But other than that, I think it went quite well. Like the overall final performance. Strengths. My strengths were, I think, attending all rehearsals and trying over and over again without throwing a hissy fit. Because there was times when I wanted to, but I still stuck to it. Another one was with the walk, when you've got your hands on the bottom of your back and you have to arch yourself back. I think I kept doing that walk even when I was at home. Actually, I kept doing it to try and get used to walking like that, and yeah, I'm gonna say I got my balance quite right on that. What other one? I think with it was the timing. I think the timing was really quite good. Well, because I'm quite good with timing in myself. I know where bits are in music, and I can get my timing quite right, and that's obviously quite vital for a Fosse performance. So that was another strength. Areas for improvement would be balance. Obviously my balance, it just naturally isn't great. I think it's due to I've got this condition called dyspraxia, and it messes up my hand-eye coordination and balance, apparently, according to some specialist that I saw. But as I've been going over and over it, it seeming to be getting better. So I don't want to just blame it on that, but I don't think it can help really. Another one would be going over bits that I went wrong most on a bit more, just to get them a little bit up to standard. Up to standard for the final performance, and also just trying to get my the part with when we all drop down and then we all come up together, like with your hands like that, one, like you're ringing a bell. I kept doing the wrong side of that, and I should have just gone over it, but my body was just used to, like, movement memory, it was just used to going to the wrong way. I don't know why it was, it just did. Did I dance within the style? Yes, actually, I think I tried my best to keep how we was told to do it. After through all the rehearsals and all that stuff, like with going over with Becky how your face should be, how your body should move, how you should hold your different body parts in different places, like what's the word? Separation. It's not separation. Either way, I know what I'm on about here. But it's just moving individual body parts, not to fit the style of Fosse, and I think I did that quite well after going over it a lot of times. So for the final performance, it was good, which is what counts really. Improvement as a dancer, I think, to be honest, it's helped a massive amount, because my balance was my main bad point of anything really, and going over it again has improved my balance even slightly. It still improved it, because I'm a bit more conscious of my feet and how it feels if I'm going to tip to the side, and I've learnt to focus on one spot, like in front of you, rather than looking at your feet or looking down. Just focusing on one spot, and that helps a lot. A tip from Becky, I don't know why it works, but it does. Overall, I think the group was really good. They was really supportive. Anytime anything I needed to speak to them about or help with, there was always there to help. And that group dynamic helped the performance just come together and flow really well. And I think it went as well as it could have done, to be honest. And that is my evaluation. Thank you.